brother, what's going on? What's your name? You understand that? You understand that, right? Prince. It was Prince, right? So what I suggest should you celebrate Christmas? It's that easy. It's that easy. Hey, brother, let me ask you a question. I was talking to Prince. You got a flyer?
There you go.
You got a flyer? Prince, you need to hit us up, man. Stop being a Satanist. I believe, listen, y'all don't celebrate Christmas, do y'all? See? Even our brothers know. What's your name, brother? Terrence. Terrence know if you celebrate Christmas, it's pagan. Pagan means it's not of God. So don't let these people fool you into celebrating Christmas. Because if you do, you're a Satan worshiper.
Bring it out.
You're a Satan worshiper. What's that in 1 John? Read it again.
1 John chapter 3 verse 8. He that committeth sin is of the devil.
That's what sin. God says if you commit sin, you are a Satan worshiper. And what do you think is going to happen to Satan worshipers? It's obvious. You think those people that do the pentagrams, the world has tricked our people into thinking that actual Satan worship is you got to get the pentagram, you got to take your cross and put it upside down, you got to walk outside with horns on the top of your head. No. Christmas is pagan and it's Satan worship. New Year's is pagan and it's Satan worship. Even feminism is Satan worship. Y'all know what feminism revolves around? I'm sorry, I forgot your name, brother. What was your Terrence. What's your name, sis? Olivia and Terrence. Prince about to leave. I don't know why, Prince, because this is some good information coming out. I got you. It's fine. Because you know why? Terrence, sorry, call you Terrence. Prince, you can go home and on that flyer, we have a website, we have a YouTube, we have a Facebook. God says, give me that in Deuteronomy chapter 30 about thy word being nigh. I think it's like verse 15. Terrence, Satan worship is not what the world deems what you think it is. Meaning not only. Yeah, that pentagram and all that stuff, that's Satan worship. But we have been so deceived, we don't even know that feminism is paganism and is Satan worship. Like I would ask you, sis, Olivia, what do you think feminism revolves around? What revolves around feminism? I'm going to ask you because you're my sister, right? I'm not going to ask Terrence yet. This is more so a woman's topic. What revolves around feminism? Women empowerment. Okay, I like it. What else? Equal rights for women. Okay, we cooking now. Okay, all right. Now, I'm going to tell you something. Terrence, I'm going to ask you now. Do you think when you speak about woman empowerment, right? Do you think that has anything to do with the way women dress today? Is it not? Are we not hearing things like, let me guess, my body, my choice? What's your name, brother? Joe. We not hearing those things today? My body, my choice. Giving women the right to abort babies' life, basically, to kill, to murder life. This is the age that we are in, and all of those things encompasses. Because I want to show you something. What did I got? Deuteronomy. Read that. Watch this. I want y'all to hear something, Olivia. It was Joe and Terrence. Read
the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 14. But the word is very nigh.
Read up. Where are you reading from?
Verse 14.
Read from verse 11.
Verse 11, for this commandment which I command thee this day, it is not hidden from thee.
God says for his commandments is not hidden from us anymore. Like, I would ask you, Terrence, what's your nationality? I can't hear you. Bahamian, you said? Olivia, how about you? American. Joe. Nationality, what's your nationality? You black. Now, you see all those terms, I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm standing on this side of the sign, right? All of you look related to me. I'm not talking about like facial features, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about as far as it comes to complexion, as far as it comes to your roots going back to slavery. Am I correct? Are we correct in saying that? So if all of y'all look the same to me, why is it that you gave me one nationality, Terrence gave me a different, and then Joe gave me a complete different nationality? Why is that? It's because that commandment that was nigh unto us, it has been removed from us. Because that commandment which God gave us, it encompasses the fact of your nationality, your heritage, your culture, the things that you celebrate, the way that you dress, the way you carry yourself. All of those things encompasses that heritage that God gave you, that we was removed from. Hold that, go to Jeremiah chapter 17, read verse 4. And then don't think that I've lost the main question at hand, feminism. I'm about to bounce it back to you. Watch this, read.
Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue.
Olivia, you heard what he said? You heard what God said? I'm going to read it again. I want to make sure you pay attention. Watch this. Read it again.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue.
You know what discontinue means? Disconnect, cease, stop. From what?
From the heritage that I gave thee.
From God's heritage. You know what was one of God's heritage? Go to Titus chapter 2. I want to read verse 9. This is one of God's heritage, or our culture, that we have been disconnected from, right? Because in doing so, those systems that are set up in society today, like what we discussed, feminism, it's just one. That's just one. And there's so many. We got religion. We got the justice system. We got black on black crime, poverty. These are so many topics that affect us as a community, as a race, right? That those are the things that need to be addressed. And just one being disconnected from who we originally are impacts us so much, where now we can have a race of people say, you know what? God said, brother, you are the head of the house. You wear the pants in the relationship. Are y'all together? Y'all together, right? Are y'all married, or are y'all
bring it out?
Right? So God says that you are the man of the house, right? You are in charge in your house. And her, being a righteous woman, is supposed to trust within you to lead, right? Now, a nation comes in and says, you know what? I think we should push feminism. I think a better relationship should be you get 50% of the relationship, and then you get 50% of the relationship.
Right.
And you know what that has done to the community? Now you have Atlanta housewives.
Bring it out.
Now you have the black man is no good.
Right.
Now you have baby daddy and baby mama drama. That's what 50-50 has done with the black community. All because we have been disconnected from that thing that ceased, our heritage. Watch this, read.
Look at 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
See that? God says that the woman should be adorned or dressed in modest apparel. Feminism has changed that. Feminism has said it's her body, her choice. Now, before you leave the house, you can't say, hold on, babe, wait. No. All that is for me.
Bring it out.
All that is for me. What are you doing? You can't say that now. She was like, well, say that. It's my body.
Right. Bring it out.
You see that? You see how that works? But God says that your wife, well, it's supposed to be your wife.
Right.
It's supposed to be your wife, because all of that, remember, all of that encompasses destroying the black house. You understand? Because our people don't understand a nation, a strong nation, is first started with a strong black family. That's what it started with. So if I can come in and infect the black house, where now the woman is equal to the man, it's 50-50. You can't tell her where to dress, how to dress, and when to dress. You have just lost your power.
Bring it out.
You see that? That's the importance of it. And we have to come back to that. But being that man and that leader, how could a woman trust a man that would knock her up, that would slide and surf and do all of that, but you're not willing to say, you know what, I'm going to marry you. I'm going to make a righteous woman out of you. I'm going to take care of this house. I'm going to take care of my children that I'm going to have by you. And you don't have to worry about me sleeping with anybody else. There ain't no side piece. What do you call it? What is that side chicken? Sneaky link?
Side chick.
All this crazy mess. You don't have to worry about that. You understand? And then, in turn, like how the scripture says in Sirach 26, you can fully trust in her. But you have to start off with a strong foundation. Go to Hebrews. What did I got you holding? That was it on Titus? 1 Timothy? We finished that.
And like manner also that women endure themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness.
Shamefacedness mean that stuff you see on Atlanta Housewives? That's not supposed to be in your house. Hey, how you doing, sis? What's your name? Come on now, we over here talking. I got Olivia and then I got Terrence. Olivia and Terrence. We over here talking now. We talking some real stuff. Where you going?
Wow.
What's your nationality, sis? All right, we can start off with that. Maybe your name. Let's start off with your name. Jennifer, Terrence, Olivia. I'm Daniel. Nice to meet you. Right? So what me, Terrence, and Olivia is going over is we started off with feminism and the effects that it had on us as a race. When I say us, I'm talking about so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. If you descend from any one of those sons or daughters that came over here on cargo slave ships, God refers to you as the Israelites. That's your nationality.
That's right.
That's the thing that we have been disconnected from.
Right.
You understand? Watch this, read.
That women adorn themselves in modest apparel with shamefacedness, and sobriety,
and sober. It ain't no what is it? Girls' night out, coming home drunk. I seen that. I see it on TikTok all the time, man. I just deleted my damn TikTok. I had to delete it. I'm telling you, I had to delete it. I couldn't deal with it. So that's what that encompasses. Come on.
Not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array.
Go to Hebrews. Hebrews, you already got it? You know what I want. Watch this. Read.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4. Marriage is honorable in all.
See what God says? God says marriage. Marriage is honorable. I'm telling you the truth. I don't see how a woman can respect a man that will not go 10 toes down and say, you know what? Let me make this right.
That's right.
That's a gamble. Like my sister. My sister just had a baby with her daughter, with her boyfriend or whatever. Cool. Right? How do you fully trust in that? Where is your security? Because that's what a man's supposed to provide. A man is supposed to provide security, right?
That's right.
So a woman that would deal with a man, I'm talking about she gives him everything, the milk, the cow, the cheese, whatever you want to call it. She busts it wide open for him. Cooks, cleans, works, does the whole nine. They stay together and sometimes, you know our people, we will stay together for years. You'll be together in the same house 5 years, 6 years, 7 years.
Shacking up.
Shacking up. And that's still your boyfriend. You see what I'm saying? And that could change in the blink of an eye. That can change with a phone call. That can change with a night at the gym. You understand? And he just up and leave, and what you have? Nothing. You left with nothing. You just gave that person 5, 6, 7 years of your life.
Right.
And it changes in an instant. That's why, give me that in Tobit. Tobit 13?
7:13.
Give me that. That's why it is important. That's why it is important for us to begin to start to set examples. Let me ask y'all, do y'all have any children? Y'all have no children, right? Because you gotta start to set the example, because as we procreate, you teach your children to now do things like that. You wouldn't let your daughter is 6 16, 17. You letting your daughter deal with a man at 16, 17 years old? It's not happening. It's not happening. You want your daughter to wait for marriage.
Right.
But in certain cases, you know what brothers do? Brothers will want their daughter to wait for marriage, but they got girlfriend. They got a girlfriend. You see the hypocrisy? Watch this, read.
The book of Tobit, chapter 7, verse 13.
You know?
Then he called his daughter Sarah, and she came unto her father, and he took her by the hand, and gave her to be wife to Tobias, saying, Behold, take her after the law of Moses.
Take her after the law of Moses, come on,
and lead her away to thy father. And he blessed them, and called Edna his wife, and took paper.
and did what?
And took paper, read, and did write an instrument of covenants and sealed it.
God says you have to write a instrument of covenants. I said it right?
Yes, sir.
Covenants. You have to take an instrument of covenants. That is a marriage certificate.
Yes, sir.
That's what that is. You have to go down to the courthouse and register for a marriage certificate and get married, however it is that you need to do it.
Right.
But first, you need to make sure that that spouse or that significant other is willing to walk down this road with you, meaning the road of repentance.
Right.
Right? Because I'll come back to you. I want to see if you was paying attention, Olivia. According to God, when it comes to feminism, what we was touching, how did God tell you you were supposed to dress? You remember? How is she supposed to dress? Oh no, first, Olivia, what you said? Modest.
That's right.
So let me ask you. When you say modest, what do you think that is? Modest jeans,
Bring it
modest
up.
jumper, modest pants.
Right.
We talk about office pants.
I think anything that is not tight, too form-fitting, not revealing.
Okay.
Anything that is going to, I feel like modest for me, if it's not going to bring up any kind of questions or any kind of looks that I would have to defend later on. That's where I think feminism has gone. I think feminism could have been okay, but we went so far and now we're pushing the envelope of wearing nothing basically and asking for acceptance for that. So I think modest is covered up and not having to answer questions.
Terrence, do you believe what she said? She said at one point she thought feminism was okay until it went past.
I'm saying it could have started and been.
Okay, so it could have been good.
It could have been good, but
Okay.
I think that where it originated, the whole thought of is us women wanting to eat and why. And I think from
1 Corinthians 10.
I think right there from that is where
Or 11.
is where we got messed up. I think that the Bible clearly says you have your roles written out for you. You know what
Okay.
I mean? There is man, head of the household, and a woman is supposed to let her man lead. So
Right.
you immediately start asking for equality in that regard. That's where things get a little bit mucky, and then you get even more dirty and mucky by saying, okay, now not only do I want equality, but I want to wear whatever I want. I want to disregard what you have to say. That we're too far.
Terrence, how do you feel? Do you think when it came to the woman and the man, do you think feminism could have been positive in light of where it went, the direction it took? You think so? Well, I'm going to say this is my stance on it, right? I don't think, even from the beginning, feminism had any positive aspect.
I think because of the way it was brought up, like if you just take a couple people, I think
Yeah,
that it was a
I'm
woman,
definitely going to read that.
I think a woman got upset and was like, oh, this is not going down, and nothing good can come
I want
out
Genesis 3 too.
Okay, nothing good can come out of anger. You know what I mean? It's
Okay.
just frustration, and now you want to try to create this group or this movement because you're mad, and so there's nothing that could come of that. I think even if we gave it a different name, I think if women just came together and we discussed our role as it was given to us originally.
All right. I like that.
We could have put a different name on it and called it something different, and that was still like, but we started going a different route with it.
Well, you know, God says that you can't take a clean thing out of an unclean thing. The origin of feminism was already off. Why I say that and I can't agree with it is because even from the beginning, God had those roles established.
Right.
And feminism went completely against the role that God originally had set up. Watch this, we're going to read it. Genesis chapter 3, I believe it's verse 16, right? Read that.
The book of Genesis, chapter 3 and verse 16. Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply thy sorrow and thy conception.
This was the judgment for Eve in the beginning. Why? Because Eve went against her husband. This was the first marriage ever established, right? And she broke her role. She was supposed to submit herself to her husband. But what did she want? She wanted equality.
Right.
Watch this, read.
In sorrow thou shalt bring forth children.
Come on.
And thy desire,
That's birthing pains, right? Come on.
and thy desires
It says, and thy desire
shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee.
What is he gonna do?
And he shall rule over thee.
She always had a supportive role from the beginning. Always. But what happened was the deceiver, the serpent, right? Which was not a snake, by the way. It was not a snake. It was a man. The snake just symbolized deceiving, right? But the deceiver came from the beginning and fooled her into thinking that she should have right to an equal vote in this relationship that God already deemed she had a supportive role in.
What is a nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord. His word, His word, His word, His word.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.